Ah! 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 Does this work? Is it caught up? I don't fucking. Does this work? Oh my god, it's like at a decent rate. Holy shit. Is it streaming? Oh, it's in a decent quality. It looks mostly like shit. That's great. Ugh. Is it streaming? Oh, it's in a decent quality. It looks mostly like shit. That's great. Ugh. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna look any better. Let me do a little, let me do a little stop and start real quick. Oh! Do a little stop and start real quick. Does it look any better? It looks better on the stream. I'm just gonna say it's better now. Okay, time to start spamming this everywhere. Give me a moment. Here, I'll give you... No, I won't actually. I won't give you guys anything. You guys don't deserve anything. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. They'll live. They'll be fine. They can deal with a ping. And then I'll just put this there, I guess. And then I'll just put this. Okay. All right, Squadeca. All right, let's calm down. I'll put that there. And then I'll do a little cheeky little cheeky little bit of a I'll put that there. That's cool. Excuse me. I'll do a little bit of... no, you don't get to see that. Did that show on stream? I mean, if it did, I don't really care, but... It did. Okay. All right. Whatever. All right. Let me see if I can post this to Instagram. Let me take the lighting away real quick because, yes, I'm using my phone as a means of lighting. I don't know if I expect anyone to show up, but I don't care really if anyone shows up because I'm kind of just more doing this for me. I'll use this picture. I don't care. Ah! So yeah, I won't be able to check my phone too terribly much throughout this process. But that's okay. I'll live with that just because I need like I don't want to turn the light on in here just because I look really, really bad right now. Uh, Simply because I have a sprained ankle at the moment, meaning I'm not able to walk. I have been crawling everywhere because I don't have the coordination for crutches. And so I've been crawling everywhere, hopping everywhere. It's not been going well, okay? Um, and so this is gonna give me some time to just do shit. But yeah, I haven't, I haven't been able to take a shower in a few days. So I need the lighting to block that out so you can't tell how awful I look. But I know that the moment I'm able to like stand and take a shower again, oh, I'm not leaving that shower for like a good 2 hours. All the hot water is going to be gone. Okay, let me do a little bit of that. Yeah, do a little bit of that. Clearly I am a master of commentary. Okay, so how this is going to work. This setup's not very good, by the way. I might end up knocking my mic out, or knocking the cord out of my mic a couple times. So I'm going to be going through all 10 songs in order, and covering pretty much everything. The only things I'm not going to be covering is the vocals. I have intentionally deleted the vocals and the mixing chains for the vocals. One, because I'm not a fan of the vocals on the project. And two, they take up a lot of my CPU. Or just like, yeah, the CPU load up here. They take up a fuck ton of that. And I can't really deal with that. Especially because I'm streaming right now at the exact same time. So I'm pretty sure that's not really helping. But I've taken them out, and we're just kind of going to go through the production. I don't expect the first song to be too big, or one of the later songs to be that big, and won't take too long. But there are some I feel like we're gonna kind of go through for a while. I briefly went through all the project files to remove any of the vocals, and stuff, but I may have, messed up, or something might be missing, or whatever. I expect things to go wrong while making this, and hopefully I'll have a ton of little tidbits to talk about, just little fun facts about the project or the making of it. I also don't think the FL Studio date of creation is right, for a lot of these songs, simply because a lot of them are duplicates. It's the file thing up here where you save new version. Save new version, and I think I did that a lot throughout the process of this. And so the dates I think are a little bit off, but for the most part, I think we have pretty much everything. Let me just do little checking before I really get into this, because I know I'm gonna be kind of just ranting for a while. Yeah, so we're not covering any vocals. It's all just pretty much going to be solely production. And so I don't think anyone's really going to care about that. But, sorry. So we're going to start off with the first song, Keep Me in Your Thoughts. This was... I actually thought, I think it was started in March, I want to say, of 2024. Um, it was, I don't think it was originally made to be in an album sense, or like to be a part of an album. Um, but it just kind of ended up working out with kind of what I wanted to do. And lyrically, I changed it quite a lot to kind of make it fit a little bit better. I wish I kind of went back and added more to it though, because I mean, without the vocals, it's pretty bare bones. Even if it is just kind of like a tone setter. So, let me see how the vocals. It's pretty bare bones. Even if it is just kind of like a tone setter. So, yeah, that's a little bit loud. I'm gonna turn it down to maybe around there. Let me see. Yeah, that's a little bit loud. I'm gonna turn it down to maybe around there. Let me see. Okay, well, I wish I fucking showed, or I wish I was talking over so I could see. I'm gonna turn it on just a little bit more. There, we'll live with that. So anyway, we have at the beginning here, we got this little sound thing, which is, yeah, okay. So I know that this is codec to start off with, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, so this is simply just like some sort of, I think it's this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is just like the main melody of the track, just put with a codec over it, and then resampled to give like lossy. Yeah, just a little bit of lossy and just like just cutting out low ends, and that kind of just goes throughout like the entire track. Yeah, it doesn't really ever get taken away outside of like here. I haven't looked at this part in a while. We have, it's this little sound, which slowly gets brought in. Before it goes away. Yeah. It is just from Earthbound. Kind of like this strum with a simple melody over it, but it kind of without any effects. I know the all pass phase just kind of makes it sound like a little bit more lasery. OTT for, you know, obvious reasons. Everyone loves OTT and a simple delay. I'm gonna be honest with EQ. I think I explained this a little bit maybe in my Magical Girl Experience breakdown live stream, but I'm not good at EQ. Okay, I'm really bad at EQ. I don't fucking like. People talk about how like, oh, this little like frequency's a little bit too high, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? I just guess. I just mess around for a while until it works, and you know, then you get kind of monstrosities like this. I will never really understand it. Portal, little bit crush, and fruity balance. Then I add this little thing. Which is, yeah, this is just like a rim, you know, with a delay, just to kind of echo a little bit. Again, more lossy. I like lossy. And another delay. Yeah, it looks like the only difference about this one is that this is like a really short time, and this is a longer time, and the pan is opposite. Yeah. And then we have this little sound. which is from Serum. And yeah, this is something that you'll hear a lot on Memorabilia, is this little kind of like this little like sine wave with a, you'll have like your little like lossy, you'll sometimes have like a bit crush on it, whatever, and OTT. But like it's just literally just sine wave with white noise on it. There's literally like no sound design. See what I mean? I don't know. I don't understand EQ. I don't. Let me make sure. Literally like no sound design. Yeah, I think that's like perfect volume. Like I don't understand EQ at all. I have two losses here, each serving a different purpose. And then over here we add in where is this? I'm pretty sure this is just the mellow piano from Earthbound, which most people know, I think, from Fallen Down. Yeah. Adds a little like counter melody. Just a little bit more delay. This Fruity Love filter, which is just not even touched, it just kind of automates a little bit of like just like a cut, and it kind of makes it sound like a little bit more like underwater-ish. See, this is why you don't let me make music. It works, okay? It works. And that just removes slow and a bit crush. Just a tone. Shut up. All right. We got this little piano thing here from FL Keys. Again, just an all-pass phase, fruity reverb, some OTT, and another all-pass phase. I probably could have used a low-end cut. I don't know, but it's kind of inspired from like How to Lie, from Jane's How to Lie song, where like every now and then that like FL Keys like little piano with lots of reverb will come in for a second. I kind of decided to steal that, and it turned into something kind of neat like that. And then right here, right here we got this little consolidation. This I'm pretty sure that this is just a little Zave atmosphere. Yeah, that I put reverb on, and I put an M tremolo on, and I had kind of automated it to make this little, where it gets faster. I think that's cool. It's kind of like just a little add like a little bit of like variety, or kind of just like, I don't fucking know. You don't know what I mean. I don't care if you know what I mean. But then I just repeat the piano more, and then it turns into like a melody. Probably could have made that a bit less harsh, but it is what it is. Then there's this, which is just like a electric piano that I think has like a effector on it. Yeah, effector and big crush and a stereo enhancer. I feel like a lot of like the bit crush in this project adds like, I don't know, like, it makes it feel a bit nostalgic. Like this, I feel like listening to this kind of feels like you're listening to the past. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like the production really like has that. And there's this little consolidation down here. Which is, oh yeah, oh wait, those are vocals. No. No. I don't know why my vocals consolidated. This little hi-hat. Pretty sure this only has, yeah, stereo shape and RTD. This is just another Earthbound hi-hat. I don't think really anything changes. Yeah, no, from the second part, nothing really changes. It's almost like copy-pasted, pretty much, production-wise, before we get into the second drop. Or not really drop, but just second chorus part, I think. I would rather call it. The only real differences here, I believe, kind of fall, yeah, more just like the drums, I believe. Where like the hi-hats are the same, but then we add this little kick. It's completely unmixed, by the way. And then it just has like a side chain. Pretty sure that is just the same. Yeah. And before we get to over here, we start adding in the little snare. Yeah. Cool little snare. And this little blank rash I like. And the melody is kind of repeating over and over again before we add these little strings from SGM. I like my sound fonts. And they're pretty wide strings too, like there's a lot going on. I don't know what this note is here. I never even noticed. I don't know. And then we got here's another SGM thing. Yeah, octave solid. Completely unmixed again. I'm not good at music, okay? But I mean, it's not loud enough where I think it sounds bad. I like it. It's creating so much of that tail. I don't know what it is. Okay, whatever. Yeah, and then it kind of just fades out a little bit with this. Yeah, just having lossy, like a packet loss, just kind of. Can't really hear it because of this fucking thing. Yeah. I thought it was cool that packet loss does it because it like pans different ways and like slowly gets less, and I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna turn my heater on real quick. There we go. And it just kind of ends with a little metronome thing. Again. Not metronome thing. And just has this kind of playing it out near the end. Which, if you know, transitions right into the second song, which is such a shame. Keep Me in Your Thoughts didn't take too long to think. I think I finished it in maybe a day, or at least I got like the first part. No, I think I finished it in one setting. I kind of wish I spent more time on the second verse though, and added a little bit more kind of fun stuff, but it is what it is. So we move on to track 2, Such a Shame, which actually, there we go. So I added these little footnotes here while we let it load. It was originally the original version of Sweet Garden, and it was also called Heart Locket at one point. Again, I don't think you should worry too much about the dates because I don't think they're correct. Yeah, it is the original version of Sweet Garden, it was supposed to be that song. That song was supposed to be track 2. I always kind of envisioned this, like, look at the sky kind of, track 2, where it's super electronic and just fun and a big, like, shift from the tone of track 1, while also still having some of those elements in it, if that makes sense. Because I really kind of took inspiration from, Frailty in that sense, because Keep Me Your Thoughts is a very slow burn intro. Before Such a Shame, just the white part, it just knocks it out of the park, tonally speaking. So this is definitely going to be a lot more to go through, even if a lot of these kind of down here are like vocal stuff. So we're not going to focus too much on that, except I'm going to pull this up just because I don't know why that's so far down. I'll just keep it there. I don't know. So this all kind of, it starts off with just a, like, reverse kind of, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's just a recording of it just reversed. Yeah, it's a recording of it reversed just without the drums. And a crash that, okay, is removed. Alright, whatever. This up here goes into little drums. I guess we'll start with the drums. This little kick has a weird little tail. These little open hi-hats that I think have just like a, stereo enhancer. Just because I like doing that with my hi-hats, I feel like it kind of makes it feel a little bit more full. A little shaker loop. Just some general EQ. These little hi-hats. No effects. And is that all the drums? I don't think that's all the drums. Maybe it is. Might as well crash. Making hi-hats are hard, okay, man? Oh, there's this little nature thing that plays throughout pretty much the entire song. I think it's kind of neat. And then we go up to the main melody. I love the melody. Now this is actually, if I recall, yeah, it's a granularized. And you can kind of see the parts I took out. I wonder if I have the quanta that this is. I don't. Okay. But it's a sample, actually. I'm pretty sure it's a sample from Wind Tempos. I just put in a granulator and just kind of turned into my own little thing. Then we got a little bass. It's a little re-space. Just with boosting some low end. We go down here. Little violin. This is probably SGM, or maybe it's Labs. Might be Spitfire. No. It might be. I think it's Spitfire something. I just don't know exactly. Got this, which is this is just like on MIDI strings. Not much done with them. Not anything done with them really. We got. Okay, I don't know why that's there. Okay, I don't know if that's in the original song. I don't know, that's just the same fucking thing. I'm gonna mute that for now. We got... This is... I believe that's some sort of like electric piano. Or like... So it's some sound font that I did. That I removed, I think, just because it took up too much CPU. I'm mean, you can see even without vocals, I don't like it. Even if I have songs that, even without vocals, just absolutely obliterate it. Those weren't on this project. We got this little grain or atmosphere thing that has this little resonator, some general EQ that sucks, OTT effector, and some lossy that I think is just automating. Yeah, so this sounds about it. This seems like worth it. Just another Zave sample, I think. There we got. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just like. I think this is just wind chimes that I granulized. Just because I like the tone of wind chimes. We got this arpeggio. Yeah. Not very good. Yeah, this is something that I had made. It's it just has like a fucking filter, yeah, reverb filter. Huh? I don't care. It has like a reverb filter. Over, I forgot whatever this shape is. It's like a 12.5% saw wave, I think. I don't know. I don't care. There isn't too much time with it. A lot of sounds. Hi Nishith. A lot of sounds that kind of come for this are really poorly made because I'm not good at making sounds. I really need to learn how to do it better. So a lot of like shit in this is kind of just goofing around until it works. And I don't know if it worked. I think it did. And then, you know, you got like a... This sounds fucking horrible. It's literally just a saw wave with fucking... Like, I think it's just... Not really like a bit crush effect, but it's this shit, the bit depth. That's what it's called. Just on it. I think it's kind of neat. And also this. This is just from Surge. This is butter, I think, yeah. Little butter. Oh, shit. And I know that this has definitely a bit depth on it. Yeah. Little vibrato, which mostly just has it painting a fucking pretty chorus and a tremolo. Just volume effector. It just has that little like bit crushy kind of for like little sound that makes it sound like dog shit. Which is exactly what I'm going for. And then when the verse starts, it kind of just takes things out. But the vocal's a lot louder, so that's why this kind of this tag is really fucking loud. I love this tag. It's one of the various bass chord tags. Add the bass back in. New bass this time. And it's barely more of a bass. It's more of just like kind of like an extra little instrument there. It's really high pitched. What is this from? Oh, this is just a boo bass. Okay. Oh. Okay. Sure. Gonna bring this back. There is the beautiful clap. Amazing. We have strings kind of brought back, but they're thinner this time. And this is a different Surge. I don't know, this kind of reminds me, I don't know why, this reminds me of like the Fireflies. Like I know it's not similar at all, but it just kind of like, it makes me think of Fireflies. We got same shit, vocal stuff. Yeah. before we bring this little thing in, which is really fucking loud. It's two different things, I think, yeah. These little strings. Just a delay. And the delay is pan to the left. Don't ask me. My shitty attempts at EQ again. I don't want to talk about it. And that's why. Because this pans to the right. Just like another guitar. These are from Pokemon, I believe. Yeah. Those kind of just play right before. And that's another thing that I really like, is that throughout this it kind of has a melody of then it kind of pauses and then continues. I just think that's cool. I like the little rhythm. And that's kind of just something that I think worked pretty well with just the melody. Nothing changes here. Nothing changes. It's kind of just mostly bringing things back. Let's keep bringing things back. And then we have this right here. This is just strings from Earthbound again, but I could have done a much better job at like making these high ends not hurt so much. Yeah, these kind of just have like a little like with like, I think it's dimension expander that's making them have like a small little tail, but where they just kind of like disappear, like go quiet. You can hear it like play like one time before it. Yeah, that where it gets a little bit quiet at the end. That's something I feel like gives me like strong Toby Fox vibes, because he does that a lot throughout the Undertale soundtrack, where like the delay is very, very short and prominent. These are the super saws that for some reason completely destroyed my CPU when making this, so I had to put them into consolidations. That's back. So yeah, and then you just kind of throw everything together and it's just... And then whenever the vocals end, it kind of leads into this second part, which has, I know this changed. Like the second half of this goes up. And then, yeah, we got the crash effect. And then we got this, the little Leroy laser that I just added delay, multi-blind delay, which I've been really getting into. I really like it. OTT and just this to kind of boost mid-frequency. This makes it sound kind of neat. And then I know throughout this part there is a kind of like multi-band delay, kind of just noise all throughout, but that's automated from the vocals, so that's not in this right now. But then it kind of... goes back. So this is a resample of a resample. If that makes sense. I don't think it does. I have this little like thing in my folder with a bunch of consolidations, and these ones we're taking from like a serum with Portal, and it's just a little like export of that, I think. I don't know. I don't think I still have it in the project file, but it's like 2 minutes long, and it has a bunch of glitchy sounds, and I just kind of took this because I just kind of thought it sounded neat. This is a save thing with a resonator and no fucking high frequencies except a little bit at the end. Okay. That it's okay. It's turned on low. It's panned or pitched up by 250 or 150 cents. Did you even hear this in the song? Okay, you can kind of hear it in the song. Sure, I don't fucking know. Then we have this little sound. So this is, I believe, a serum preset of just the kind of like arpeggio with Portal on it, and then I just consolidated it just so it's kind of consistent. I just like how like randomy it kind of sounded. Like it sounded very organic because it wasn't really quantized. It just shit the wall, but it still had that main melody. Oh yeah, no. I like those. This is kind of used like near the end, I think. Yeah. And yeah, it's literally just another thing from actually, did I show this one off? I think I did. I think it's just literally one side of it. Yeah, just Pokemon again. I don't have good memory, guys. I'm sorry. Then there's that's brought back. And then I added the think break just with Lossy. Yeah. Lossy and just cutting on low ends. It kind of takes away from it, I think, but it's there now. Oh yeah, the Prida, is it Prida or Prida? I call it the Prida snare. That snare, ooh, that little snare. This little sample that kind of brings it all down before this little wee sample. I'd like the little, and then the disc kind of, yeah, whatever. If you know, you know. Oh yeah, and it's just the same drop again, but with these little balances in the master to kind of cut it out. And then it just kind of slows down a little. Make sure this volume's up. Yeah, it just kind of slows down a little. It's like the same shit with just left elements. And bring it all back. With adding this little kind of video game-ish sound. I think it's a 25% saw wave, with just another reverb delay, and you got, you know, low cut, more delay, and kind of like a high cut. But one thing about this is that I think it's in here. Is it? I thought. Or maybe there's a different thing later. Okay, no, this just, yeah, it just goes up really fucking high. Yeah. I saw like a little bit of texture to it. This is a reverse snare. Yeah, just again with the E2 mono. The original version of it. Yeah, that's just the original version. Just because I thought it sounded kind of cool how it clipped in and everything. And you could tell I wanted it to clip in everything. Before the thing automates a blur on the master. And then it's literally just playing the song regularly just with blur. Before going into the ending section with that same kind of steel guitar. Then we got Labs piano. Everyone knows it. Oh, that doesn't feel great. I honestly should have kept the vocals for this part because I actually really love the vocals in this section, but they're gone now. Whatever. These are strings, I think. Yeah, more earth strings, the same ones. And just a flute sound that plays on the, where like the snare would be. And then up here, bass back. And you get a small little percussion. Little tambourine. Of course, there's reverb and delay. And the original rim is brought back. Before it just ends here, remove the delay. And just let it kind of ride out. And that's such a shame. That song was definitely kind of like in the middle of the experience or of the making of the project, timeline wise, but it took quite a while. And honestly, it's definitely not one of my favorites. However, I will say that I really love a lot of the production on it. It was the song, because originally when I first started Memorabilia and I was kind of conceptualizing it and, working on, I was just working on tons of, like, ideas. One of the things I wanted so badly was to have each song transition into every other song. One sec. Have every song transition every other song, but this was the one that I decided not, or like that I decided like on a case by case basis, because I feel like it just ends perfectly, just that just feels so satisfying of an ending. I didn't really think there needed to be anything else. So that's the end of the second song. We are now 50 minutes, I think, around streaming, and I've gotten through 2 songs. Sorry. 50 minutes, finished 2 songs. We have 8 more to go. I think there's going to be a lot of other songs that are going to take significantly longer. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else to go through on this one. Okay. Track 3. This one's fun. I'm excited for this one. So this is the one with light. Everything I feel is real. This was an interesting process because it didn't actually start out with, you know, an idea that I had. And what the fuck? What is Grace sending me? Oh. Sorry, I was being sent something. This wasn't actually a song that I started myself. This was something that Light had sent in the nocturnal group chat, private chat thing, and it was like a little, just small little idea, and I was like, oh my god, you should send me the project file. I really loved it. And he was just like, he's like, it's not really much. And I'm like, send me the fucking project file. And he sent it to me. And then like a month or something later, I got back to him on it of an idea. And he's like, I want to do vocals on this. And that's how the song came to be. His vocals are still in here. I'm going to remove them real quick. There we go. So this is probably the most popular song on the project and the one that everyone loves the most. Which I'm glad. I really like this song. And I think that Bugs Me and Light do a great job on it, and I think the production's fantastic. So let's get into the production. It starts off with a kind of consolidation. This is from Flex, and I don't have the thing from this, but he had just exported it anyway. This one's panned to the left. And these ones I'm a little less familiar with because I didn't go too far into his into his personal additions to it. But it just has high pass and lowering some like the really high ends, and this one just lowers some of the low end. And then this one kind of has more of that like similar melody, just with the same mixing. I love that melody. We got the clap, just from Cymatics. What do we got? There were actually originally was a kick in this song. I never used it, and he never used it. Probably because it doesn't really sound all that great. And it's just kind of muted throughout the entire thing, so we're not even gonna worry about that. Little hi-hat. We got, you know, this little kind of hi-hat thing that was pitched really fucking high up. What does this even sound like in its original form? I don't remember, because I know I looked at it, just, yeah. Yeah, these are kind of the drums. The little bass to get the little 808, which I know some people definitely criticize that it's very fucking loud. But I don't know. I like the distortion that it gives. I think it's just, I think it makes it unique a little bit. And then those are kind of mostly his contributions before we start getting into the stuff that I added. And you can immediately tell when I started adding shit. We got this little sine wave. It's also Butter from Surge XT. It has it is a pitch shifter to lower it by 50 cents. So I'll just kind of go through everything, each of the effects at once. So yeah, because the song is the only song in the project that's detuned by 50 cents. We got Big Crush, a little vibrato, just a delay to kind of make it a little bit less harsh, or not a delay, EQ, codec, and a fruity balancer, and the pitch shifter actually goes down at the end to make it kind of like, I don't know, like bend. And then we got, oh, yeah, more Pokemon sound effect, but it has the delay, but it's mostly the crystallizer that's doing a lot of the heavy lifting, and just more EQ. I love this sound so much. Oh yeah, and it gets goes up an octave here. You got little laser, and that's not even in the song, but apparently I was working on that being in the song. I guess I just got rid of it. Oh shit! I'm not very good at FOC, you guys. I'm not good with this thing. And then we add, yeah, more serum. It's kind of, I think it's the same thing, yeah, just a basic sine wave within the ways. I just added Big Crush, OTT, and this monstrosity. But again, as I said, I use that shit a lot. We got, just to add like a little bit of background noise, which is just a pad with just lossy little hi-hat pad in the day. Amazing. I think that going up an octave, the little electric piano gives a little bit of tension. Before we go to the chorus, which gets rid of the guitars up here, and that's a little melody here. I felt like I needed that because it makes it feel like a little bit more like you're like it feels, it helps it feels magical. Alright, step back. And then go to the big thing. So we'll start from up here. This is the drums with a glitch 2. I think I just randomized. What else is this? Stop it. Mute. yeah, MOTD and like an all pass base. I just think it gave like a lot of like I just feel like it fit. I feel like if the drums were the same, it just feel a bit too flat. No, anyway, again, this new snare, which is just, I think this is actually from Nishith's drum kit. I'm pretty sure the snare comes from Nishith's drum kit. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's the first thing on his drum kit. I've used that snare a lot. I really like that snare. You didn't see anything. This is more Pokemon Sunshine. You can really see my frailty influence in some of these songs. Same thing. And then this fucking pad. I don't know why I have the CQ, it's doing literally nothing. What is this pad consolidating? I don't remember, is it? I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's literally just consolidating that little thing. And it just has, it's from Edison. I had to use Blur 2 and the Tune tool, I think. And that's just kind of like all throughout this whole thing. So. And then down here is the thing that makes all that noise. This is the closest you're probably going to get to me breaking down vocals, because this is just a sample from the vocals with, again, more glitch. And you'll notice I do this a decent amount on this album. Just because I thought it helped fill out the song. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I actually did add a kick. I think, yeah, it's the kick. I added the kick into it. I just realized that. Yes, I added the kick. Little fill, and then the, you know, the B tag, and then this also kind of counts as one of my B tags because I use it so much. It pretty much should be a B tag. Which is just, you know, based off of the one used in Frailty, but I like the little ending there, and I use it so much in literally everything. Usually what I'll end up doing is I'll end up like pitching it down just 'cause I think it sounds cool. So I think I just, yeah. Save impact. And then this is a consolidation of Light's vocals. The vocal chop. I like the vocal chop. Same melody again, but this time it's from Pokemon once again with a trumpet. Go back into it. This is where Light's verse is, and there really isn't too much of show here, except, you know, just some little effects like a tape stop. And this directly comes from, he had sent me where like files go like Vox only and instrumental only, and he did some cool things with the instrumental that I was like, I'm too lazy to recreate this, so I just added them into the thing and just removed points of the song whenever they came in. So just some of the stuff that he had done that I had added. You know, just little like bumps and like, yeah, stuff like that. I just thought it was cool. That's why his part's kind of a mess. We're going back into it again. Except this time it has a new snare. Okay, it's not a snare at all. This is a Amori sample. It's the I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Just I know this has some OTT as a phaser and some EQ, and then oh yeah, that was just for the little sound that plays, the little consolidation that plays like at the end of them. I think that's a really cool little detail. I don't think there's anything else new in this section. Oh yeah, there is, right here. The vocal chop again, but lower pitch. And it has a lost C. And the difference between this one and the first one is that it's a new pad, which is a consolidation from a Jane pad. That's what it originally sounds like. I'm messing around with OTT and EQ from lowering. This usually has like villagey vocals throughout of it, but they're gone. But the 808 is just here. Just this little pad and just the Pokemon piano thing. And these come in here and they have like full blur and S&D kind of add a bit of. I don't remember what this is. I'm pretty sure that this was really just here to add like distortion. I don't remember. Yeah, they're just making louder. This wasn't originally a part of it. Originally, the song was going to. Well, I'll get to that in a sec. But this is just a chop from the little glitchy vocals that kind of come through. These kind of come back. Just a guitar again, but with no lossy. An effector. So originally for this section, what was here for a while was I didn't add these chops, so it was originally going to end like this. Yeah, also right here, the 808 just is quieter. It's like this. I'm just gonna look this right out. But I kind of decided you needed a little bit more like variety, and I just added these. Ends with that little abrupt. I thought the abrupt ending was nice. I thought that it was sudden, and that was originally how it was going to end. I thought the abrupt ending was kind of nice. It kind of reminds me of how Such a Shame ended a little bit, just not as like it didn't feel complete, but I feel like it kind of excuse me, nicely transitioned into, or like what could be used as a transition. Um, this was definitely one of my favorite songs when I made it. Definitely one of my favorites now. Um, and I want to make more music with Light. I really do. I think he's super fun to work with, extremely talented. He mixed his own vocals. Like originally, I was like, "Hey, send them raw so I can just do it," and he's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay, all right, man, sure. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna argue with you." But yeah, that was this song. Not really much else to add. So I guess we'll move on to track 4. That funny expression. There is some stuff that is will be fun to talk about with this one. So the little thing didn't show up. Whatever. This song was, I think it was really just a beat at one point that I just had on my project files. I just didn't really touch for a while. Until like one day I was like, I'm gonna kind of see what I can do with this, and then I kind of started thinking this could work for the album as um, like a transition after everything it feels real. Once I kind of got that idea, once Light sent that project file, um, and so I kind of started tinkering around with it. The first part was pretty much like almost complete for a few months before I even came up with the crazy aim in break just kind of go off section. Um I don't know. And then I came back to it hi Amaru. I came back to it in a late November, or no, I think it was late October. I came back to it, and I had made the little crazy amen part, and then somewhere in November I started the second part of the song, and had completed it. So this is a fun track. I like this song. It starts off with a tremolo, kind of entering it off the main pad that's used in the track. This little pad. I'm pretty sure this pad is just directly from I'm pretty sure this is just a resample of the main melody, maybe, just with something. I'm not sure, but it's there. We have this little melody. Just crystallize that. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is directly taken from Splice, I think. I don't want to pay for Splice. So, I screen recorded what I wanted. I was looking at different little sounds, and I got this one. Yeah, it's very cheap. I did literally next to nothing. I think the only thing I did was I pitched it down by almost 200 cents. And just getting it on tempo, whatever. We got the 808. This was a Maximus. Very simple 808. Little kick. I don't think the kick really has anything. Yeah, it's just loud. Kick, the little snare. Hi-hats. I usually don't often make trap drums on the on the little playlist thing, but this was definitely an exception. Just because I don't know, I thought it was fine enough. The drums aren't really that that complicated, and I felt like I kind of wanted to make a little trap little banger. Yeah, we literally just finished. We literally just finished that song. I'm sorry. I just felt it's hello? Hello? Can we hear me? My microphone unplugged. Wait, let me catch up. Let me. Hello? Hello? Ah. Okay, we're okay. All right, hi. All right, so I felt like it was nice to have like a little like trap banger for fun. And honestly, I've seen some people say the song is kind of boring, which I can see that for. Yeah, I can see that for like one song that like clearly I've like definitely grown like a disdain towards the more I listen to the album, and I kind of wish I didn't release it. But like I feel like Memorabilia is kind of for the most part anything but boring. You can say it's like bad or doesn't sound great or it's not polished, but I think boring isn't really the right word to use. And then there's this little pad here that I kind of had. I wanted to have like go in words and then stop and then like I don't know, like to me it kind of like felt like kind of just kept it moving. I don't really know how to describe it. We go into here. We got this little like tugging sense. I'm pretty sure this made like an LFO tool, like a different pad that I found. Is this? Yeah, it's just this is down. Just that, but like down like an octave, I think. This will crash just with fruity delay and pitch down, and then. Hey! This was actually inspired from a Wonder XO song. It's Dead to Me, because I think that sound is used in there, and I like it, and I like it's dry, and just, I think it's cool. Yeah, so, this little sound, this was an old serum patch that I had made. It's, so, let me turn off this. So it's quite literally just a sine wave with noise again. Again, you'll notice most of my CRM presets that I make just start immediately with sine wave and noise. Kind of like an envelope that like, I don't know, like it curves a little bit, then it goes down again. I don't know how to describe it really. Just with distortion, it has this little thing for the noise oscillator going into the fine tuning. And then it has a little chaos source, which goes into panning, which is why the panning is all kind of weird. It's just a pretty simple, it's a pretty simple, like, pattern. I like it. This kind of comes in slowly now. And then, it's kind of stuff that with the vocals. Little part for the You're My Mary Sue, which is, I love that line so much. You're my Mary Sue. I'm sorry, that line is crazy. I think that's super fun. This only has, it's just the same thing, but it has a low note. Oh yeah, this also just only has crystallizer and my beautiful EQ. I'm so good at mixing. Oh my god, can I fucking focus it? Jesus, I'm not really much changes. I don't really add much. It goes back into so this part has this little pad. I like my Edison consolidation pads. They're really fun. And then it adds a little filter chop. Has OCG. Well, I'll patch it, just make it laser. A phaser. And this EQ. It's a bit too harsh. I kind of wish I worked on that more, but... So this is the part that I stopped on for like a few months because I just didn't know how to continue it. But I knew I wanted to switch it up, so, you know, just same shit. This is a consolidation I've had in my computer for a few months. I don't remember what it's from, but that's pretty much all it really does. Big fan of this sound too. Had it for a while. Yes. Where does this come from? I don't know. I think it's just that again. Let me make sure, because I don't remember. Oh. Beautiful, like little like sputtering laser things. Which is mono, EQ mono. I think, does that have a, it has a little bit of pogo. Very small amount of pogo. It's just panda. Then that's kind of coming back in. And then it has a little vocal cut. Okay, this part. So, first of all, the bass is literally just, it literally just repeats the same note. It's just it's a sine wave with noise on it. Hold your shock. That has all pass phase, make it lasery. The 3D limiter just distorts it. OTT, because OTT is great. Low end, distortion, and more low end. And the note does not change at all. It just does the same thing every time. This is just a... Yeah, it's just a sample from the song itself, just chopped out. Yeah, it just kind of goes like that. The aim and break is just a loop. I like it because it's pretty random. I don't know. I fuck with it. And then we have everything down here. A lot of these, like, okay, I feel like track 6 does the kind of crazy random shit better because almost this is somewhat lazy because these were glitch sounds that I had found that I had just taken. Sometimes they have like unique stuff done to them. But so that's kind of these ones. There's this one. It's pitched up, just so it's N key. That kind of like complements the filter. There's this one. This little Dave sample thing. A little vocal. Snare. It's the same glitch effects and more kind of granular little fun things. Stop emailing me. Little fun things. We added some of this. Hold down here. I've had a few people ask me how I like, because this is very random, how I structure it to sound good. I don't. I kind of just, I'll spend, like an hour or so just rearranging shit until it sounds nice, and then you kind of just get you know, where it has like a general rhythm, you know, kind of it goes off a little bit, but it's still very clearly like random, and you know, just doesn't like you don't expect really, you don't know what to expect, but you kind of still have a sense of rhythm to it. And there it is. Yeah. Lofty here. Before it comes back. These have a blur on them. They're like a whole massive blur instead of just kind of functions as like a transition back in the words. This is how it leaves. That's how it fades out. Crash. Hang on back. Nothing changes really this part. Oh yeah. Maybe a little snare. I know that's the same snare. That's a snare from the same pack as all those glitch effects were. I just don't remember the pack that they come from. Let me see real quick. Because it's a really good pack. Yeah. Aquaferns Digital Bouquet Pack. Really good. Really good. I highly suggest it. It almost has like a I don't know, it almost has like a drillish pattern with the snares. Oh, the little sound effects for the whenever it cuts. It has, you know, the little center beat. More glitch. There's just different like little effects to kind of keep it interesting. And then the drum and bass part is, I'm pretty sure okay, well, I'll start with this. Little virtual right kick. I don't know, okay. The snare. The virtual right snare. The bass is almost completely continuous. Same thing. Well, that pad is the aim and break is still there. The glitches are all the same, really. It's quite literally just adding percussion. You get the... Yeah, I have this and they kind of end it. Now, could I tell you why I added this last section of the 808s and then this fucking 808 that's like pitched up really high in your left ear, and this fucking serum patch of noise and fucking sine wave again, mind you. Why I added this? Can I tell you why I added this? No, I don't know. It just felt right. And that is the only reason. I don't think there was an actual reason as to why I added this last part outside of it was kind of neat. Yeah. This was definitely a really fun track to make. I really like this song. I catch myself listening to it or like humming, yeah, my mess, like, come on. That's fun. That's fun. Excuse me. Like, I don't I'm just saying, man. One sec. Okay. Alright, we're gonna move on to Sweet Garden. Sweet Garden. Oh boy. I love this song. I'm a big fan of this song. So this song went through a couple name changes, I know. It was originally just called Garden, and it was also another version of Heart Locket. Yeah, the original title was simply just Garden. And this was definitely... this beat was started, I want to say April? April, maybe? And where the fuck did that go? Okay. It was started probably around April. And it's kind of like a transitional point in the project sound-wise, because it's definitely pretty different from that funny expression and Everything I Feel Is Real. So we start off with this little pad thing here. It's kind of the same thing that's done into that funny expression. Funny story. This was originally made as a transition. If you remember the meteor shower, that was originally supposed to be track 3. It was supposed to be a completely different theme, and this was going to transition from it. And I was going to pitch this little thing to be the same pitch as the meteor shower, and then it goes up as a transition from track to track. So this sounds pretty bad without any effects. Just the pitch shifter and velocity is just the transition point. This is my amazing EQ, as per usual. OTT, more amazing EQ. Wider crystallizer, which is I think mostly for a different part maybe? Is it? I can't remember what this samples to make it, but it exists. We got the drums. They're all just in a pattern. So the hi-hats, which is how I think are glitched. Without them, it's just yeah. That's the bulk of the drums, really. Snare. Little panning. Other snare. The kick. Not really done much to the kick. Just raising highs and lows. And yeah. Lots of bounce. Then yeah, so this is again noise and a sine wave. And it just I think it has codec is yeah, 2 things of codec. Because this just adds low end codec. More distortion. Again, it makes you just feel like nostalgic and like I mean you hear sounds like that kind of a lot on this thing. Where Pokemon little fun little sound. They have this just gets some like background noise. It's like screaming. It's a sample of this. Wait. slowed down a lot, but the original sound is just with codec and yeah, just get some weird like, background noise. Crash. That's used every now and then, do we still have this? Holy shit, why is this so unorganized? Do I still have this pattern? Yeah, I do. Yeah. This is just a simple like square wave. I think it has more low end in this version, but like on the project file where I mastered all the songs, I removed some low end. This would maybe be a song that I'd be somewhat okay with showing the vocals on, because like I think the vocal performance is alright. And I honestly think that like the concept's pretty cool. I like the concept of the vocals. So, you know, you got like the two different like vocals kind of talking back and forth. This part adds this new pad, which is being as lossy. Yeah, that's the big pad, which is lossy. And then it's just a consolidation of the drums just time. That's cool. This little fucking shit. Definitely a lot of crystallizer in it. I think it's the same shit again here. This has a spectral gate, but it more just sounds like it's fading out than anything. Lyra laser again. I think this just has like a stereo delay. Crash. Funny little loud step. You may have not heard it, but the beat tag is there. It just goes to the bass now, and then little like beeping. Kind of let everything die down a little before reversing it. Letting it all come back in. It can get kind of harsh. That's why I had this new bass come in. Which is the same way I typically make basses. Limiter, OTD, and low end, and yeah, it's just mostly to just absorb it together. from? Yeah. It's just a square wave. With OCD another little thing. Pad. Same other pad. That's little ocean tides. These come back. And then, fun thing this does is that this has a weird tail that I use. Where I turn the OTT up and then I pitch it up. Just keeps going until the end. It gets pretty harsh. Pretty loud. So, this is a sample. I hope people, before I get to the main sample, just some of the little extra sound effects here. What the fuck is my phone doing? Why is Quiddeck doing a live video? Stop! Oh my god. Folly. More folly. More folly. More folly. And then more folly. And then the silk crystallizer just to kind of make it feel like it's kind of coming back a little. Yeah, whatever. And then this sample is from a Mori, Poems in the Fog. And I use a crystallizer and Blur White can also do it. It has Big Crush. Big Crush. And it's putting that into the song. It goes so far into like its blur and the crystallizer that it gets unrecognizable and just focuses or like just is pretty much only a pad. It focuses. It functions pretty much just exclusively as a pad. And I don't know. I think it's. And that ends Sweet Garden. We are almost 2 hours in, and we are just now getting to track 6. Fun song. I like the song. I think it's cool. It's definitely structure, like sound-wise, quite different. But I don't know. I think it works. So then we get into the song that I know is probably going to take a little bit. Track 6. I like you more when you pretend to be normal. Now, funny thing. Now, funny thing is that this song has 2 versions of it. There is the original. One sec. My cat doing something back there? I don't know. There is the one that's in the album version, and then there is an original version that's like completely different. Like completely different. It is probably from March, I'd say. And it is nothing of how it is now. but I had removed it because I didn't like it. And so I had redone it. So yeah, I Like You More Than You Pretend to Be Normal has a completely different sounding demo that maybe like 3 people's heard. I might release it one day just as like a fun little extra, but this version's like 50,000 times better. Okay. Alright. So, anyone who knows, the main melody is an Amori sample of Crossroads. Yeah, and this is the song with the snippet, the first snippet of the album. It originally sounds like just. I'm pretty sure that's just a direct wave fucking shit. I'm pretty sure it's just direct wave. Just I added OTT. And just fix it a bit. Or EQ and then OTT. Big crush. This is what I just use as like a fill. And yeah. What I will say about this is that this song is very How to Lie. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Hey, this song is very How to Lie-esque. We have this little sawtooth, which the arpeggiator directly in sound something or video, just from the main chords. That honestly, that reminds me of like something like off of Igor. I don't know why. That just feels like that specific sound is very Igor-esque. Little strings. I know there's a bass bass. I guess it's some kind of bass. Yeah, I just took this from online. There's a love filter. One sec. I know this like little sound is like a square wave. Yeah, just square wave with modulation. The earth sound flat. And it has OTT. Just cuts off low ends. Just makes it also a little bit less harsh. Crystal Twister makes everything better. I don't want to hear it from anybody. Crystal Twister is fucking amazing. This little sound. Nothing more than a TT. This is. Do I know what this is? I don't know what this is. It's some folly shit that I made. It's pretty cool. And then, you know, the little percussion with all pass phase twice because I'm unhealthy. I had this. Yeah, kind of going to Is it? It's kind of like the same thing, but just with lofty and delay. And then, where the fuck is that playing from? Is that from all the way down? It is from all the way down. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let me quickly go through this because I didn't go through this. Yeah. This is just a little dingy. This is apparently a snare. What the fuck is this from? Okay, that's amazing. Great, good for me. Little laser. Little pitter patter thing. This little. Look, there's some things I just can't describe, okay? But I know. Yeah, this, how it does is it kind of like Yeah, it kind of like cuts everything. Little white noise here. You know. Gotta use it somewhere. This kind of just same arpeggiator thing just with a sine wave, as per usual. It's just this reverb thing, which I have used so many fucking times. It was somebody made a cover of How to Lie, and then I'd ask for the FOP, and I looked through it a little bit, and I saw this reverb, and I stole it because I love it so much. More crystallizer, Big Crush, that, which I think we're just automated. Yeah. This is just automates. Birds. Okay. Let's chill for a second. We're getting almost to the insane part. Oh no, it's not direct wave. This is just from Pokemon. Yeah, it's just a slowed down version of it. The bass that I stole online, that also was all fast bass. You can tell I love all fast bass. My beautiful EQ. More of the amazing EQ. A fucking bell with OTG. Alright, cool. A lot of this stuff I don't remember. It's been a while. And then... Oh. So funny story. The kick that like cuts everything isn't actually a kick. It's just this little sound, which is it's a little like lasery sample with my beautiful EQ, and it's slowed down, I think, yeah. Because even if I turned this off, yeah, it's slowed down a little bit, so yeah. And then this little thing that just repeats over and over. What an EQ, I know, right? Don't worry. If you've been here the entire time, you've seen some of the worst EQ you've seen in your entire fucking life. It is horrible. We add this back in. And raise in volume. And then kind of like near the end of everything. Okay. This is the part that I have to go through a lot on. That I'm gonna kind of go through everything just in order from top to bottom. We're just gonna do that top to bottom. So starting from track 18. This is a direct sample from the song with EQ that is gone now, and pretty much nothing to do with this. It just it's like patters around, you know, a little bit. This is to changes up the panning. Then we have down here just a little chop of that. You know, that. Then we have the main kind of everything going on. And then, oh my god, the first big sample that isn't from Memory. And Porter Allenson. Fucking Fawn by Nishith, and I don't know how to pronounce her name. Is it her? I think. Quadrenal? Is that how you pronounce it? Quadrenal? I have no clue, but Fawn. And it just pitched and has OTT, all pass phase, some lossy in there, which is disabled right now. And it has more parts of it. Yeah, more parts of pop. And it's kind of what ends it a little bit. And then here is just automation, and then we go to other samples, other parts of Fawn being sampled. That's pretty cool. And then all the way down here is whenever we come back to different samples. Is this? Oh, this was taken out. I'm just gonna. I don't know where that was even gonna go. I don't even know why I took that. And then we have the actual kick. Which is just a blank note kick. Then we have little buffers with OTT and Vocodex and an all pass phase. This one doesn't have any, that it just exists. Oh, Jesus. Then we got yeah, I did do that. Then we have more white noise. And then the second one, it's Dull Scythe. If you remember back in the first trailer or teaser of Memorabilia, it was this song, the second part of it, or I guess like fourth part of this song, and there's that little like little piano like skipping around. That's just Dull Scythe. It is Dull Scythe with OTT, all pass space, and fruity delay. Just over and over again. There's not really any other part used in it. I know, it's amazing. And this is an Amori sample, a little sound, a little laser. And then down here is more Dull Scythe samples. Yeah, so the main samples, you got Dull Scythe and Fawn so far. Then right here is more buffers. This one just has some really this one has nothing, just panned. It does that, don't ask. This whole thing. I got tactical zap. You know me and my tactical zap. This little kick thing. Yeah. If you want to see fucking you know what? I'm gonna screenshot that. If you want to see stupid ass EQ, come on, that is so fucking dumb. One sec. Just gotta put that there. Yeah, that's stupid. And then more Fawn samples. Beautiful. Then we got. This is the third big sample. This is Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen, and I can prove it. Yeah, that Carly Rae Jepsen fucking sample. I still surprise myself on that one a lot. Little fucking stomp thing, and then just, yeah. That's in there, and then there's that's not even in there. Yeah, so that's the majority of pretty much this jam. When you add it all together, you got insane. And of course, I don't use that again. It puts in these background birds, and then it's the noise. It's the trailer. Sorry. So this is, take a wild fucking guess. It's not actually just a sine wave. It is a square wave with a noise that has like the glass thing on it, which I'm pretty sure is just, yeah, it's going to the fine tuning along with the chaos knob. And it has a little filter over here. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really good at theorem, so I can't really explain it too well. But without the effects, yeah, the OTT just kind of balances everything. Codec, all the time. It gives them most of that crunchy sound. And then the EQ, adding just a little bit of lossy balance, and then this doesn't really come in until later. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I was looking at the Chris Yokitin's Discord server to show how fucking horrible I am at music. Look, my EQ isn't bad. It works. My EQ works. It functions. It does its job. Okay? It functions. Don't make fun of me. Okay, anyway. The dual side comes in. And then take out the low end, and then this is a triangle wave action now, which is the attack and delay, and then mostly out of it's coming with OTT, EQ, and a phaser, actually. How to lie reverb, and then if you need more, right, I'll get a screenshot. I mean, like, listen to that without it. Like, ugh. Like, it helps. Let's be real. It's good. The same. Free space comes back. And we start adding in. The guitar comes back. And this is the second part of Crossroads. Strings. Metal piano. got the fucking sound. I don't even know what this is, so I'm gonna be honest. And then just, yeah, you kind of kind of loops. Just tag. And letting it in. Simplifying it a bit more here. We're slowing it down. And then I let it kind of ride off for a while because I knew it wasn't going to fully just, yeah, you can still hear it a little bit. You can see kind of let it go for a while. So that is that song. As I said, there was an alternate version to it. That was, I think, the first song made for the project. That never released. I might release it one day as like a little fun thing. But this is probably like I know I've heard like three people said that this is like a song of the year contender here, and I'm just like, that's crazy. I'm proud of it, but I don't know about song of the year contender. I think there's better songs on the project, you know? I guess production-wise I can kind of see it because it's pretty crazy in that sense, but I think there were better songs. So, let's move on to Glade. Glade. I love Glade. Alright. I think this is the most recent one. I believe. If it'll load. Please. Let me double press you again. Let's try that one more time. There you go. Okay. Glade. Yeah, so this was one of the later tracks. This is a, it was originally called That Word Letter. I can't remember how to pronounce that word, so I'm not even going to try. And it was also called Orchard. Why it was called Orchard was because the main song sample on it is an Amori song called Orchard. And I had, there's a lot of things I had to consolidate in this project, simply because it's really fucking, okay. It's really fucking big, CPU load-wise. But, yes, let us get into it. So, the main piano. It's consolidated. I don't even think, yeah, I don't even have the original thing of it. But it was Addictive Keys, I'm pretty sure. It's a weird, it's 3/4, does it not feel like it? You know, just kind of loops, but we got, this leads us into the song. This has a limiter, resonator, EQ, and tremolo, and yeah, just to kind of bring it in, which leads into the bass, which pretty much is just, it is literally just a sub bass that just kind of plays through the entire song. There's really not much to it. It's pretty simple. Shakers. These really don't have much of them. So it'll hit. This definitely has like a lot of like Poison Ivy inspiration, you know? Like, I feel like this song is pretty damn Poison Ivy. Like, it's like more like the first part. This was some MIDI guitar, or like harp, I think. And it just goes through birds. It's all pretty raw, because I think it really like encapsulates this kind of experience. I think I want to recreate the song later on when I get better at singing. This is technically a Deltarune sample, actually. I think this is the Holy. I knew that Violet Pony sampled it, and I kind of wanted to try it myself. I only really have some EQ and yeah, not much changes with that part. And then over here, we get the kick and the loop clap. Just makes our foley noises. These are pretty much just pretty raw. Little shaker. Shaker loop. Hi-hat, pan a little bit to the left, and that kind of all comes together to form this. It's a very different song from the rest of the album. I knew going into it it'd be a pretty standout track, but I still wanted to put it in there, because I love it a lot. Even if I'm not like crazy with the vocals. Drop. The drop is like deceptively large. Like, I don't think it's really that, like, I don't think it's really that grandiose, but with like the vocals, it kind of becomes that. This is just the up octave. Kind of quieter near the end. The bass gets louder. Is it like sine wave? This kind of repeats throughout the song. It almost gets like a wintry vibe, I think, I'd say. Good little snare, like a tambourine that kind of acts a bit of like a snare, with more how-to-lie reverb and just very some high end. That stays the same there. All the like strings and like are kind of elevation just because CPO. So this is flute. And like this like steel pipe thing. I don't know. It was in SGM. These are both from SGM, I think. Oh yeah, absolutely. Glade is so underrated. Ooh. And it kind of like, yeah, lossy at the end. This stays. Then we add. Also from SGM. SGM is so good. It's this, yes. It's the Glockenspiel. That goes over the melody. Now, one of the things that is very questionable of me to do is name the song Glade, even though the sample is sample is called Orchard, and there is an Amori song called Glade that I could have fucking sampled. But I don't make smart decisions, so no. Kind of goes back to this, no bass. Goes back here with the Delta room sample. This is where 12th verse is. I don't really do much to change it. I'm gonna change it. It has now it's a sine wave. Well. It's a bit, the bit depth and like a deep blue crush when the master goes down, Lossy comes up and there's like a reverb kind of fill thing. Add a crash and pretty much everything is just back to the same. And this is where Vera Jean kind of comes in with her vocals. She does a great job. Obviously. Come back out. This time only with the like steel flute. I don't know, that random thing to right. I don't know what it's called, I can't remember. The flute's gone is pretty much. And then the flute comes back there just for a second. And the song ends with codec. Kind of like this staling pattern. Yeah. And that's pretty much all there really is to Glade. It's somewhat simple. Not really too many like crazy flashy effects or like literally just like looking at like there really isn't much mixing to the song. I'm gonna be honest. And I also realized I haven't really gone over the master. Like the only really things you should care about is the OTT, the G clip, the Fab Filter Pro MB, and that's just something I saw from Zave for like the visualizer thing. I do change the G clip around mostly, and a lot of times I get rid of the OTT in the master, but it's just kind of like a preset that I start with. But yeah, that's Glade. Fun track. Different, pretty different. But it leads into the song that I wish I removed from the album, Amnesia. I still go over it, track 8. But this is a song I'm pretty conflicted on now. Simply because it's just not as good as I wished it was. I know I was definitely trying to do like a Quedeca what is it? You tried that thing where you're human, I think that's the title, whatever. But it just didn't really turn out too well, and it's definitely way too long, and a lot of things I regret about this song. This is the hate song. And it's also mixed fucking horribly. So I thought I could do the song. So the main I'm gonna turn this off real quick. The main thing throughout the song is this little shit, which is, surprise, surprise, a sine wave with noise. This is mostly just carried by the amount of effects on it, being codec, bit crush. I disable them all. I'm just gonna go through them one by one. Codec, bit crush, lossy, OTD, somatic oranges, which is kind of mostly EQ, for Grace to believe me with. Do we have tremolo that only happens like one type of song? Or lossy, first beat. Oh, so that's mostly just spell stuff. Kind of just repeats. Right here. Tremolo comes in. Then you add this little sound. That kind of just plays a little bit in your right ear. Codec effector has a spectral gate. Vibrato, more semantic origins. Lossy. The vibrato has like a sorry. Yeah, and it just kind of has this fucking, like, the vibrato gets more. And also, this shit, please play. Please. That little fucking, like, the little glitch sound that's supposed to be in the song, but it just wasn't there, and I was too lazy to re-export, so it's just not in the song. But it's really fucking cool, and I wish it was there. Whatever. This fucking loud bass that isn't as loud as it seems. Okay, well, maybe it is a good example. Okay. I'm so smart because I will increase the high end completely to something. And then completely remove it. I'm so smart. Okay. That's the... Then the second part, we got this little sound, which is from, this is actually, yeah, this is a little, like, downfill thing that I turned into, like, a metronome thing. This is actually a callback to the first song, because the first song does that. And also kind of like the main melody of this is somewhat similar to the first song. And so, like, it is intentional. It is an intentional callback. Bass. This little, like, earthbound strings that is way too fucking harsh. With flanges. Lossy. Origin. Crystallizer. There's not a lot to talk about in the song. And it's annoying to talk about because I don't like this song to begin with. So I'm just trying to get through it a little bit. But the crystallizer actually goes up throughout the entire thing. And so, like, it's more as it continues on. Up here we add these little violin. And there these little, like, choir things. OTC to lower, OTC to go to the low end, and wide, very wide. And then there's guitar, OTD, blur white, fruity. This is, I think, just ample metal eclipse. That kick is crazy, though. And then the guitar kind of gets rid of its blur and then just... bass. Add a snare. And later, here. And then... weird fucking sound. Crash. I don't know, it's fucking... Why is it not playing anything? Hello? What the fuck? Oh. There you go. That little word like completely like stops abruptly. If you can see, that's not intentional. It just kind of turned out that way, and I love that it turned out that way because that's really cool. This is just more noise, fucking sine wave, limiter, OTT, lossy. This wow control thing, which it's what's giving it most of its like. It's making it stereo, but it kind of sounds a little more like analog. Spectral gate and OTT, and yeah. This is a pad sound font with codec and just some basic EQ, and I can see why I needed this now. Cool. Just OTT, or not OTT, lossy. It goes back. Try and get to this. Same shit, nothing really new. This is fucking copy pasted. Copy pasting. And then the song ends with all this and just big crush and blur. The whole song has a guitar amp that goes over along with OTT and codec, and then it pitches down, and it's all fucking crazy. And blah 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 blah, then it gets quiet, and then the song is fucking done. Are we good now? Can I stop talking about this song? God, I've grown such a dislike to this song, and it's fair. It's not great. It's pretty bad. It could have been so much better. Like, story-wise, it definitely adds. But, like, come on. I just wish I did more with it. Like, I just feel like it could have been so much fucking better if I had taken my time to just, like, make vocals that, like, aren't shit. And if you're gonna try to make them sound bad, like, in a good baddish way, do a better job at it. I don't know, it just pisses me off how I did that. Whatever. The Meteor Shower is next. A song that I'm in love with. So, I don't really feel too bad. Or I don't really feel too inclined to keep going with that. This song was interesting. This song has 3 features and was originally supposed to have like a completely different feature list. Amaru was not Amaru, whatever. It was not supposed to be on it. It was originally supposed to be Myofascia, and Sophie was going to be on it instead of Zandri, whatever. but I added them to the mix because I was like, wait, I know this one, but like kind of as replacements. But I'm really glad I did because I think everyone fits super well. Unfortunately, I won't be going over the vocals though. Instead, we're just going over this fucking beat. This thing I made. I don't know when I started this beat, but it was one of the first beats that I started and one of the last songs I finished. So because getting features from everybody took forever. So the song starts off with already something really interesting. This sound. So this sound is actually from a music video shoot that I was doing with Vera Jean for their song Litiggated Ion Channel, which is very, very good. Me? Oh, hello? I think my thing. Yeah. No, it's not a video. It's a live. This was on the music video set for Litiggated Ion Channel with Vera Jean and my boyfriend, and we were having a conversation about something on the wall. It was an abandoned building, and it said something like well, like I love cum or something, or like I'll play the original clip here real quick. Where is the graffiti that says "come please"? What? Oh yeah. There's a "come please" graffiti. It's a piss ass house. Hey guys, would you fuck in this? And so I used that in this. This is the I cut it a little bit though. Where is the graffiti that says? What? There's a graffiti. There's a piss ass house. You sounded like so dejected, like you're disappointed. Yeah, and I just added distortion. You might never unhear that now that like you know about that. So so that's the beginning of it, and then we go this little guitar thing. I don't think this really has much on it. Yeah, just lossy and pitching. And they just pitch up, and then this is, yeah, from Pokemon again. And then we go over to this part in which this little guitar that you can barely hear in the entire thing, this little loop kind of comes in. This loop honestly really works well because like the song was even based around this loop. Like I added this loop near the end of the song's creation, and it just kind of fits. And then this is also added quite late, as you can see. It just has resonator and reverb and oh yeah, this was also, this original thing, this was supposed to feature 12th. This original song idea was supposed to have a feature of 12th. Didn't go that way though. This little thing that kind of goes into it. And then we'll start from the top, which is the drums. Which is just FPC. With just OTT, Big Crush, little groove. Love that little groove. We got this little sine wave. Completely unmixed. Amazing. But it's a consolidation. I wonder if I know it. I don't. But we have the bass, which I think is just boo bass, yeah. Boo bass, we just lower or raising the low end. We got Pokemon EDMO with just Convolver and OTD. This is why sound fonts are fucking goated. Sound fonts are goated. We love sound fonts. We got little fun little pad. More, sine wave and noise. This just has OTT limited distorted. My beautiful, amazing EQ, as per usual. Codec and more EQ. And then one of my favorite parts of the song, the fucking organ, because I just love I love that so much. This is just a square wave with a filter. And the vintage chorus. Again, use vintage chorus. Use vintage chorus! It's so good! And then just, lower. They're getting rid of low end. We love vintage chorus. And then I think more wind chimes. I'm pretty sure this is just wind chimes with lighter, lossy, and more EQ. And then just yeah, that's actually inspired off of, I think, is it Fawn? No. Maybe it's a song off of Quadrennial's album that has a sound that's similar to that I really like. Yeah, one of the things about this song is that, like, I should have brought water. Oh my god. I have not drank water in almost 3 hours. One of the things about this song that I really like is that it really feels like triumphant moment. Like, it feels super large, and I think it's a really good song after Amnesia of that super slow burn, and this just kind of puts you back in the energy. Take out some stuff and then add this little other part of the guitar lip. And then we got this little keys. OTD delay. Fake ass guitar. The guitar is so humble. It is so humble. That again. Original like Hawaii with EQ, the same. Drums are a lot louder now. Some guitar. The Valhalla verb that's used as like a transitional point into Amaru section, which has a simplified version of the drums. Bass, yes, yes, yes. That's still there, and then this. Little violin D-pad. Got it. That's there. F and D. Saber box, which is mostly made after greenness there. OTT. Blood overdrive and more reverb. No, this was inspired off of, I don't know, but I've had this vision for like so fucking long, for years, of like this kind of like violin thing in which I can find the perfect song in which it's triumphant enough for that violin kind of pattern to work, and this was the song, and oh my god, and this was this part. This is a Metroid fucking snare. Yeah. Yeah. Just with reverb, tons of reverb. But like, that was also inspired off of a Terraria Calamity song of all things. There was this one song that has like this rolling drum like pattern that just reminded me of it, and so I just kind of used it. So like with that, this is good. I like this melody. Just keeps going. Ended off with. That was inspired off of a Kotaka song. It's. What song is it from Prometeo that has like a very similar outro? Is it People Pleaser? I don't know. Can't remember. But. Or just this kind of like sound. Bass goes out, and then this plays plenty of times over. Shows us more lost C each time. And then we have, oh, this sound. I don't even remember how I made this sound, but I love it. Pretty sure. Okay, so it's a guitar feedback. Yeah. And this just keeps going. Just because of that's such a cool sound to end off with. There's a lot of happy accidents in this song. Yeah. That's the Meteor Shower. Very fun track. I love that song. Though what I will say about it is that I kind of wish the vocals were mixed a bit better. But overall, big fan. And now we're moving on to the final song. Fucking finally. Been around 3 hours. This is How to Feel. This track, oh my god. This track this was the last song made for the project, but there is around 6 different versions of how to feel. Did I say How to Lie at first? It's How to Feel. How to Feel. Of How to Feel. There's around 6 different versions of it. This was the only one to get to the vocal phase, and this was kind of one of those happy accident songs that worked out pretty much instantly, and I'm really glad it did. It's a pretty big track, all things considered. But we'll get through it. So, starting off with this little sound is quite literally just a Zave sample. I'm not even gonna lie, just... It's quite literally just a Zave sample. Then we get a little snare, and then... This is another sample. This is another splice sample, but it's actually really different from the original. The original sound is something along... I'm just gonna put this in a new thing and just... That's the original sound. And we get into the big part. So let's start with the drums. Very small snare. This is a virtual rack. Little laser. Chris Hibbins laser. Oh yeah. Open hi-hat as I think a phaser? Yeah. Length, no. Top structural sound with all passcades. Hi-hat loop. Oh yeah, and then this is used a lot. This is just a switch sound with delay, and then I got this little break loop. Yeah, you know, with the chord, bassal chord, and then this is throughout the entire song too. This plays with the entire track. That's throughout everywhere. The bass. I think just boo bass again, yeah. Boo bass with, yeah. crowd. Kind of based off of Philadelphia. Big push. LFO tool. That little Vox with more reverb. This is, I think we'll say, yeah, all pass phase, EQ. This is gross speed and wider. The original sound is. And just, yeah. That sounded cool. Again, noise, sine wave. You can do a lot with it. Counter snare. Guitars. Yeah. And you know the yeah. Amazing OTP. I got a good foundation of track record. Oh yeah. Oh yes, 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 yes. The fucking aim and break chop. I use Can Imagine too. Have it kind of like it says roll around. It's a pretty low filter, just automating, like cutting out low end or low cut OTT transient processor, and yeah, beautiful. You can barely hear it, but it's loud. Oh yeah, this sound. Another consolidation I've had for a while. I don't remember how I made it. Impact. Good. Yes. I used the tag a lot. Good. This goes half time. that. Stadium kicks and claps to give it that shitty, like, 2000s pop. Vocal chop. Little altar boy, delay and a radio, and phaser, and whatever the fuck this is. This was fun to do. Have it go in and just. That's always fun. Have that come in and just crash and then. Big guitars. Very like pretty. This part's also very like. Let's go home, you know? That's the way. That's the way. Crashes. Very let's go home. New drum loop. FPC snare. That kind of like just comes in. It's faster. It's still there. Crazy bass. Here. Hello. I love it too. That's always a really fun laser sound. I think it's a Zave laser. Wrong layered with that. Before the drums actually slow down a little bit. Get more centered. And then those go fully just on the downbeat. This disappears, but I feel like just ending at one was too much, so I kind of repeated it a bunch, along with having bringing slowly in the wind chimes. Go out, and the bass keeps going a little bit. We're bringing in this little sound, which is I think just from ample, just muted. Guitars are like the exact same, just like same. No. Yeah, not even much. Yeah. And then end the album. I love that. I thought it was like the perfect way to close out the project. There you go. That is the all 10 songs of Memorabilia. I think that's, to me, a pretty great. I think it's the most underrated song, honestly. Like, stream wise, it did not do well, but like, I love it. I think it's a great song. But yeah, I think that that song definitely deserves a little bit more love, and I think it really fits. And some people says it kind of out of place, but I don't know if I necessarily agree. I think that song is, like, to me, perfectly in place. I don't know. That's just kind of what I think. So that's all 10 songs off of Memorabilia. Um, I I hope you got something out of this. You know, I I feel really. This is taking me a lot of time, like, to work on, or like to kind of go through. It's been 3 hours now. I have not. Um, I haven't drank water in 3 hours. My throat fucking feels horrible. If that's probably the best way to put it, it feels horrible right now. So that is exactly what I'm going to go do. I think I'm just gonna go lay down and talk to people and just kind of call it a
This isn't about you.